Oh yeah, my name's Peter and I work at Infinity Cycles. I'm one of the senior sales staff. I don't know who this is, we just found her outside when Infinity Top, so we thought we'd invite her in to do a bit of talking.
So I'm Gail, I'm one of the brand ambassadors for Infinity Cycles. Kind of what really got us into cycling, why we cycle, cake generally. Pete tends to plan the rides, I tend to figure out where the cafe stop's going to be. Yeah. I was bullied into cycling by you.
Yeah, well, not bullied.
So I think for me, I didn't actually learn to ride a bike until I was 31. It's not long after we got married, wasn't it? And I thought we were going out for food to meet some friends at a pub. And that didn't happen. We got to the pub and I basically got told that I wasn't allowed to have any food until I'd learnt how to ride a bike.
Lots of bruises and fall off and taking around, ride around industrial car parks.
Yeah, but I think I bought my first bike 2 days later. It's opened up kind of a whole new chapter in our lives, really, hasn't it? It's kind of like the basis of what we do. Our holidays are around cycling and
socials. Yeah, everything.
Definitely, it's part of the bigger social kind of side of things that we love doing. It's quality time that me and you have together, isn't it, really?
I've worked here now for a couple of 4 years. Previous to starting at Infinity Cycles, I used to work for the NHS in, I would say, quite a high pressure job. Life's too short to be stuck somewhere where you don't feel...
You're not happy, it was making you poorly, so, you know.
So we seen the Infinity job being advertised and I was like, right, okie doke, I'll apply for it. We were on holiday at the time and I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. Managed to escape out of work for an hour, the previous job, and came for my interview. And then I started at Infinity, say about 4 weeks later, and I've never looked back. Totally changed my life. I'm a happy Pete. The social aspect here, it's like one big family, the Infinity family. We all got on really well together. You part of the family, aren't you?
I was going to say, I think I've just been accepted as part of the Infinity family, really, haven't I? Which I always feel like it's, you know, it's comfortable to come down here. It's just coming down to be with friends, really. Yeah. Sometimes go out and have a few beers, riding, but you know, it is being part of a family. And this year, you know, we've got the new tops, and specifically for the women's side of things, you know, Dave was like, well, what colours do you want? You know, we're going for a different style. So it's nice to be involved in being able to see what that Infinity kit's going to look like for the ladies' side of things, and really encourage ladies more to get into cycling, isn't it, by being a brand ambassador.
That's what it is, getting more ladies into cycling.
Yeah, absolutely, because I mean, at the end of the day, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Mountain biking into road, but now we're sort of moving into a little bit more gravelling, where we're taking things a little bit, I suppose, taking our cycling skills to that next level, I suppose, isn't it?
Just kind of started on the old railway lines and things, didn't we? But then we've just kind of been pushing it and done an amazing gravel ride recently over the Cleveland Way from Osmotherley, didn't we? And it was an amazing ride up on the moors. Well, I think for me, particularly, because again, with not learning how to ride a bike very early in life, you know, it's really testing my bike handling skills. It's a totally different way of cycling. I think we've been more road cyclists, haven't we, for maybe 6 years now? Maybe about the last 6 years I got my first road bike. But again, that's really been where the holidays have been based on. So I think, you know, we've cycled in quite a few areas of Europe now.
A couple of years ago, then you said, I want to do Alpe d'Huez. I think that was our really big holiday, wasn't it? I think that was our first big climb. Yeah,
it's always been for me, is that if to get me more confidence built in cycling has been set myself a target, set myself a goal, whether that's sportive or, you know, I wanted to do a 100-mile ride, but Alpe d'Huez was really that first one, wasn't it? That I was like, you thought I was mental. But yeah, that was like the big goal, I think, really, wasn't it? And then once we did Alpe d'Huez, we've done quite a few of the Alps and been over to Germany and ridden in the mountains and in the Black Forest there, and Mallorca, Spain. You know, I think it's definitely been the thing that's opened the doors, and definitely. Really kind of our life is, I suppose, based around cycling now, really, isn't it?
And the people who know us, on like our friends who follow us on Facebook, see a lot of montages of cake as well, don't they? So we're quite noted for trying to hunt down the best curry cake in the area. Cakes and broads, coffee and cake.
Coffee and cake. I think that's the basis, really, isn't it?
People know I like my apps as well, so I'll actually got an app on the phone now and it shows you where all the coffee shops are. And Tick it off. We don't do climb mountains, we tick off cake shops.
Yeah.
Gail had this thing where if she got hungry, she all of a sudden she would ride over glass or something like that. Puncture the tyre, so we had to sit and do the tyre while she was like sitting scoffing her face. I think 3 times on that tour.
It's 3. There's a theme with my cycling, isn't there? Food oriented.
Food oriented. I suppose the last year I find the roads are really, road cycling, I find it's very aggressive at the moment from car drivers.
Road cycling for me, when you're on the bike, you're thinking about, well, what's my average speed, and kind of like, do I want to get around, do I want to get that Strava segment, and there's a different kind of way of riding, isn't it, really?
What segments have you got now? What, you Queen of the Mountains of Route 3, what are they called?
Queen of Back Passage Glory. Because who doesn't want to be queen of that? Like I said, I have been really accepted as part of the family, but also when you come into here, it's like all of the information that you get, all the good service that you get, I'm always like, there's never a daft question, and I don't know anything about bikes.
And plus as well, it's like a sweet shop, isn't it? How many bikes have I had now within a couple of years?
Oh God, you've gone through about 12 bikes in the 4 years you've been here, but...
I'm going to be selling them, I've got to know how they ride.
Yeah.
You don't bother now with when it rocks up to you this year?
I'm just used to bikes turning up in the house now, aren't there? But I'm just as bad. I think that's been the same for me. It's just being able to have people on hand to say, well, I don't, like, what's happening with this? I don't understand what this is about. Can you help us? And get the right saddle, get the right kit. I mean, that's really important.
As a lady?
As a lady, good padded shorts, good saddle. Makes a difference. I can't recommend it highly enough.
Yeah, later on down the line.
For me, it's that I've got, high pressure, stressful job, and the cycling gives me that opportunity to really switch off, really being able to unwind from a day at work. So yeah, it's I think especially the last year or so, it's been really important.
It's all about the ride, isn't it?
It's about the ride, and it's about the enjoyment of it.